We are live from Elliston Park, bringing you the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 update for everybody that understands what that means to the entire world. So sorry that we're going to have to hold the raffle again tomorrow. The next 24 hours, we didn't sell any tickets during this time frame, so we will be hosting the next time frame 24 hours from 6 o'clock, which is in 14 minutes. Next 24 hours, basically. So we're right on time with today's schedule. Last couple of days we've been late, but like I said, we have had a slow few months transferring everything over to the new website. Should be up and running in a couple of days, guys. So keep that in mind. Talked about yesterday was what the potential is for SHIB going forward. I don't like to use that word potential. Kind of leaves it lingering because it's inevitability. That's a better word. Inevitability. Look at that lake. Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing. Yeah, so we don't talk about charts here. We just talk about SHIB and the community that's behind SHIB. And what an amazing community we have, because it's a worldwide event. And everybody who's anybody should be involved in this community. This community is massively driven by wealth creation and helping each other understand what that means. As a potential influencer, we want to make sure we put down our disclaimer. Disclaimer is that we offer advice. No. Take everything here not to heart, but as entertainment purposes only. 80% of the channel, everything we make from the channel, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, Telegram, everything that's made from the channel, 80% of it goes back to the public, back to the community of SHIB. Everything is burned. Someone asked me yesterday, I can't remember who it was, I think it was S&S, said, why don't we start our own exchange? I was looking into that. I was like, what are the benefits of not starting our own, but taking over someone else's who's gone under? What are the benefits of that? Well, one, we don't have to do anything other than pay for the rights. The other is that it's already established, but it went under. So there's a lot of distrust in the name. But with every great orchestrated event, we do a name change because it costs less to do a name change rather than coming up with a whole list of new ideas. But it needs a board of directors. It needs funding from a lot of different people, a lot of different organizations that's willing to fund it, because there's a lot of giveaways, a lot of promotions, a lot of airdrops, because you're competing with everyone else that's out there. Now, what we would do is we would start it and just focus on SHIB. Hey, Mark Anthony, massive love shows with Mark Anthony. You going fishing? No, we're going walking. We're walking around Elliston Park. It's a small park. It's about 4 kilometers to walk the whole thing. No, it's not. It's lucky to be 3.5, something like that. It's 5 kilometers from the school. So to walk the whole thing in the school to get here. So my son did it a few years ago. That's how I know. So yeah, we're just walking, talking, and sharing, because That's what we do. We share. Sharing is caring. So every time we do a massive event, this is my first time doing this, bringing everybody out, having a great time, sharing with everybody ideas on scoping. Could have went into, I was hoping to get into the difference in the scenarios. I think we got through 2 scenarios yesterday of why SHIB will take off. The major one, of course, is the adoption, because people love to make money. So of course, the more people that come in, the more money you make. When you only have 1.5 million wallet holders, that needs to take a big spike up to about 50 to 60 million wallet holders. Now we're talking volume. Now we're talking little to no manipulation can happen. That's if, that's a big if, we still have the amount of supply that we have. If the supply dwindles, that still means that someone's able to control it and manipulate it. Like right now, it's being manipulated, probably by Binance, Robinhood, and Crypto.com, only because they host majority of SHIB, and I do mean they hold majority of it, right? Somewhere over 240 trillion SHIB between the 3 of them. If you look at BlackRock as a separate entity, which it isn't, then it would be split between the 4 of them. But BlackRock is holding it, not using it for trade. So what they're doing is allowing it to be lent through Robinhood, and they haven't done that yet because Robinhood has a lot of it. So 9.5 billion, 9.05 trillion, sorry, trillion with a T, not a B, right, is holding it. So you always follow the money. Always follow the money. So why are they manipulating it? Well, like I said to you before, even if we were to start, we'd be looking at obtaining as much as possible for as little as possible. So once you get up there 5-6 trillion, you're making a dent, but you're nowhere near where you need to be. You need around 30 to 40 trillion to make a significant dent that we own. Okay, that's not being traded, that we would own. Okay, so then you got to think 10 trillion on top of that for the trading, for everybody to take advantage of that, so that our 40 trillion is used to buy it and sell it back to the people off the exchange. And of course, because we know reducing the circulating supply increases value, we would be planning on purchasing from other places, or when people go to sell it. When they sell it back to us. There's fees associated with that. The fees would go directly for the burn. And then when someone buys off our exchange, the fees to buy on our exchange go towards, a part of it would go towards the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. And then we would host that, we would post it so that everybody understands that, so that we would get even more people coming to our exchange. Why haven't the others done it? That's a good question. I want to take that up with them. Remember, Ethereum didn't do it either. When they reduced, when Vladimir reduced 410 trillion, they're all excited about the $40 billion they just made in 10 months. They were so excited they forgot why it went up so high. You know what the best part about that is? They never caught on to it, which means we were able to buy in. Because Mark Anthony, well, we wouldn't be able to buy in at this level or anywhere close to this level if they would have caught on. And the fact that we have 964 billion, made another mistake, 694 billion reduced in 3 years that no one noticed, blows my mind. Blows my mind. But I understand from the newcomers that are coming into SHIB, that gives you an opportunity to buy as much as you can get your hands on. But we don't recommend anyone buying any more than a lottery ticket's worth at any given time. A friend of mine just started doing it, dollar cost averaging $10 a week. That's all he's been doing for the last 9 months. He's now up to $700 that he's invested, slowly but surely. Dollar cost averaging in. That's all we recommend anyone doing. Why? Well, good question. Because we don't know where it's going. It goes down and up. There's a huge ceiling right now at around the 1530 to 1580 range. That's scary and profound in its own right. Someone's trying to force it down. Why would they do that? Well, they want it for nothing. And SHIB's worth nothing. So that's why they do it. They want to try and steal it from everybody else. But if the exchanges catch it, that's 200 trillion sitting there waiting for someone to grab it at next to nothing. So that's dangerous in itself. And that's got more of a chance of popping than anything. And then they're out 200 trillion out of the top exchanges. That will hurt massive. Yeah, 40147, that's nice. Hey, we got a little bit of a run, but nowhere near where it needs to be. But we're going to take it. Better than nothing. But the whole cryptocurrency's up. Want to keep this in mind, Anthony. When we had the bull run, how many of them stood up with SHIB? 72 million%, not one of them. And SHIB got the run. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's good. We'll take it. Well, that's just it, right? It's up. It's good. Getting back up to where we bought it. I sold mine, then I had to buy back in. And like always, I panic sell, thinking that it's going lower, and try and time it. And that sometimes works, sometimes don't. In SHIB, that's very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because if you're wrong, it gets costly very quickly. As I found out before, for some reason, my exchange shut down on me. I sold it. I was looking at getting in when it dropped 14-15%, then jumping back in. Guess what? Guess what happened? My exchange shut down for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. In that time, it did drop down 16-17%, went to 14. I was happy I was going to get back in. It dropped 16 to 17%. I couldn't do nothing. It went right up past where I bought it, where I sold it, and just continued to rise. It went from 21 back down to 13. Couldn't believe it. So I sold it at 19 something. Tried to buy it at 14. Couldn't get in. It went to 12.98. And then it shot right back up to 28. Just like that. Just like that. In minutes. $14.9 for the day. Highest. Wow, 14.9. That's awesome. That's a nice bump. Yeah, so can't happen, right? It went from 21 to 28 same day. Dropped all the way down to the 12.98. Went right back to 2,800. 4 zeros, 12. cake.com. Nice. Have to keep that in mind, Mark. That's a nice pump. 14.9. Most people are happy with 20% over the year. That's awesome. So yeah, here we are at Elliston Park. We almost walked the one side of it. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Mark. That's awesome. That is fantastic. And a massive love shout out to the entire world as we walk around this gorgeous park. See if I can pick up the pace a little bit. And we're watching Pepe too. See what Pepe's doing. Because Pepe was our, it was considered SHIB at one point. Oh. Listen to those birds. What do you guys think of the XRP news? Any thoughts on XRP? They came out and said that banking sector in Japan, all the banks in Japan are accepting XRP, which is awesome. I don't know who cares about that. But we talked about that before. Because of their governance, gives them the ability to share. Dare as we share. Okay, what else is going on? Yeah. 1.5, 22.2% on the year. Nice, huh? Could have bought that and then bought back into SHIB. Hindsight being 2020. Very risky. Very risky. Why? Pepe is like Deutsche, has a governance. At any moment, tank, just like that. So can SHIB, mind you. But at least SHIB's got value behind it. That's why we're in it. That's why everybody's scared to sell it. Because of the value that's being added. Every single day that we reduce it. Majority of the people don't get on to that, but eventually they will. It takes time. As we're about to find out. I know a lot of people have been sitting on it for like a long time. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. Really appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi, taking part in today's festivities. But we're going to call it a day. Thanks, Mark Anthony, for coming in and spreading some love. Love that, man. Yeah. So we're going to call it a day and just give you a quick look at the park. Gorgeous, huh? That's awesome. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm Will, your host. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great and wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night from wherever you are in the world. Salute to you. Thanks so much for participating in today's festivities. Cheers, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you. Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the